Have you ever wondered where iron, the very element that courses through our veins and constructs our cities, comes from? It's a tale as old as the cosmos itself. Iron, like other heavy elements, is born in the fiery heart of supernova explosions. These stellar events scatter iron across the universe, where it eventually finds its way to our planet. Iron is not just a cosmic traveler, it's a vital part of our own story, the fourth most abundant element in the universe and a cornerstone of human civilization. Our buildings, our vehicles, our tools, all are testament to iron's significance. Furthermore, life as we know it would not exist without iron. This mighty element is a key player in biological functions, a crucial component of hemoglobin that carries life-giving oxygen through our blood. A deficiency can lead to health issues such as anemia, underscoring its significance for our well-being. So the story of iron's origin is a cosmic tale of stellar explosions. However, some believe this tale was told centuries ago in a religious text, the Quran. Chapter Hadid of the Quran, verse 25, mentions iron. The verse uses the Arabic word enzelna, which translates to sent down, leading some to believe it refers to iron's cosmic origin. Unfolding this narrative, proponents of this theory argue that enzelna signifies a physical descent from the sky, a notion that chimes with the scientific understanding of iron's formation. Indeed, iron and other heavy elements are born out of explosive supernova events, spewing these materials into the cosmos. This perspective suggests that the Quran may have hinted at a scientific fact centuries before it was confirmed through astronomical research. But the intrigue doesn't end there. Proponents also point to mathematical codes associated with the Arabic word for iron, hadid. The numerical values of the letters in hadid are said to hold significance, though the nature of this significance is a matter of interpretation. Some see these numerical patterns as further proof of divine revelation, while others may view them as mere coincidence or even manipulation to fit a narrative. So we find ourselves in the midst of a fascinating interplay between science, faith, and interpretation, where a single word and the numbers associated with it can spark wide-ranging debates. For proponents of this view, the verse and its numerical values are seen as divine revelations of a scientific fact unknown at the time. However, skeptics question these claims, arguing for a more critical perspective. They suggest that the interpretation of religious texts, such as the Quran, is inherently subjective, shaped by the perspectives, biases, and knowledge of the interpreter. This subjectivity may lead to different interpretations of the same verses, with some individuals interpreting them literally, others metaphorically, and still others in a way that aligns with current scientific understanding. Take the Arabic word enzelna, for instance, which some argue suggests that iron came from space. A more critical perspective might posit that the term could be interpreted metaphorically, not literally. It could simply be a poetic way of expressing the preciousness and importance of iron rather than a scientific statement about its cosmic origin. The skeptics also question the emphasis on numerical patterns associated with the word hadid. They argue that these patterns could be coincidental or manipulated to support a particular narrative. After all, humans are pattern-seeking creatures. We tend to spot patterns even where none exist, a psychological phenomenon known as apophenia. Furthermore, numerical values can be manipulated through selective interpretations, leading to a range of different results. The skeptics argue that attributing intentionality to these patterns and interpreting verses to align with current scientific knowledge may risk confirmation bias. This bias occurs when we favor information that confirms our existing beliefs and ignore information that contradicts them. In this context, confirmation bias could lead to overemphasizing certain interpretations of the Quran while overlooking others. This debate reflects different perspectives on understanding religious texts and scientific facts. To sum up, the dialogue surrounding the Hadid chapter in the Quran and the origin of iron in the universe is a fascinating blend of science, faith, and interpretation. The role of iron in human development and the universe is undeniable, and the scientific explanation of its cosmic origin in supernova explosions aligns with the Quran's verse. However, the claim that the Quran uniquely holds this knowledge is subjective. The language used, such as enzelna, can be understood in multiple ways. Additionally, the emphasis on numerical associations with the word hadid is intriguing, but it's important to consider that patterns can be found in many texts if one looks selectively. In essence, a well-rounded perspective is key, one that appreciates scientific inquiry and also critically evaluates interpretations. Whether you see it as a divine revelation or a cosmic coincidence, the tale of Iron invites us to explore the intersections of science, interpretation, and belief. What's your take on this?